Yes, let's talk about ENGVARTA, like how it works. I have never used this application, first of all. I have.
Right? And then we'll share any topic. It may be anything we'll discuss. Then before the call ends, we share our feedback with you.
Okay, if I'm not wrong, it's a paid application, right?
Complete. It's completely paid, obviously.
Okay, if you don't mind, I want to tell you one thing that there are so many free applications available for the same purpose, which solve the same purpose. Like you can make audio call. For example,
Yeah, I've
amazing.
chosen this.
Your accent is amazing. I love it.
Thank you so much. And you are so great because it's our first time, and the way you made me comfortable here, and you are comfortable, obviously. It is really amazing. Sure. Hi. Good morning. How are you?
Hello, very good morning. I'm great. Thank you so much for asking. What about you?
Yes, I've been doing great. Thank you. So, Karishma, it's our first time, right?
Right.
Before we get started with the session, would you mind introducing yourself?
Yeah, sure. Let me give you a quick introduction. My name is Karishma Chauhan, as you already know. I am from Gurgaon. Currently, I'm speaking from Gurgaon, but basically, I hail from Delhi. I have completed my education there in Delhi. By profession, I'm an advocate. I'm also a mother of two kids, and I'm also running a part-time YouTube channel, which has been like I'm running from last 1.5 years. So yeah, that's all about me.
Amazing. Delhi, I am planning to come Delhi the next week.
That's great. Welcome.
Exactly. And I just wanted to know something about it. I mean, do you suggest some famous hotels or some famous restaurants there in Delhi?
Hotels I cannot suggest you because my home is in Delhi, so I have never stayed in hotel. But yes, there are many good places to visit, like India Gate, one of the famous place you can visit, and it's
Okay.
amazing. Yeah,
Okay. All
Akshardham, that
right.
is also amazing place.
This is great. And I'm from Kashmir. Have you ever heard about Kashmir or have you ever visited?
Obviously, I've heard about Kashmir, but I've never been there.
You've never visited, right? Okay.
No.
So, okay, Karishma, we can get started with the discussion now.
Yes, but yeah, I want little introduction from your side as well.
Yeah, sure. So I am Liza from the capital of Kashmir, Srinagar. I have completed my degree in computer application. I have been teaching English as a foreign language from the past 2 years, both in classroom settings and online. I have worked with different platforms like Preply, InkTalk, and High Local. Currently, I'm working with ENGVARTA, and obviously our class is native talk. So
That's
this is
great.
all from
Amazing.
my side.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's great.
So shall we get started with the discussion now?
Yes, yes, sure.
Sure. All right. So the discussion was all about the common problems, right? Student faced by students. So you can start with the common problems. What do you feel as you have been in the journey for so long? So what do you feel about the common problems that everyone faces nowadays?
Okay, let me start with myself. That what is the main problem for me, which I have been facing from last 2 years itself, because I was not really good speaker of English. In the recent 2 years, I have learned this language. I'm still not very much proficient. I make many grammatical errors, and grammar is my weak point. So I want to know, like, how can overcome this problem? Because even now, whenever I speak, I make mistakes.
Okay. Okay. So you think when you speak, you make grammatical mistakes, right?
Yes.
Okay. So do you think you run behind it too much? Because the
No.
common problem the common problem is obviously grammar, and the solution is we don't need to run behind it, right? Because when we run behind it too much, obviously we'll not be able to learn, right? So the suggestion for this one is, see, Karishma, I have been into this field for so long, and obviously grammar has been the problem for everyone, right? Solution is you need to go through common grammatical problems. For example, everyone makes mistakes. They say one of my, and then they add singular, right? They say one of my best friend, one of the place.
Yes.
Now this is the common grammatical mistake. So you need to go through a research. You need to have common grammatical mistakes. You need to work on them. This is done. You don't need to go through chapter wise. You'll say, oh, today I'll go for articles. Today I'll go for preposition. Today I'll go for this. This will burden you a lot because you are not able to do that. You got it. You are working, right? So do you literally think you'll be back home, you will read the book and you will learn grammatical portion? This is not going to help you. So be sure you go through common grammatical rules, maybe 20 common grammatical rules, 30 common grammatical rules, and this is all done. You got it? Am I audible?
Okay,
I
yeah,
can
you're
check.
audible, but I don't know. Sometimes your voice is breaking because of some network issue. Might
Oh,
be. Not sure.
okay. Now is that clear?
Now it is clear, but sometimes, like for a few seconds. It was like breaking. But now
Okay,
it's fine.
all right. So I hope you get the point, right? So we don't need to run behind
Yeah,
that. Yeah, we can get it right. Yes.
you are absolutely right. But you won't believe, but when I started learning this language, I did not focus on grammar. Okay, I just
Yes.
focused on listening and speaking. This is how I learned speaking. But since
Yes.
I'm speaking, I can see that I'm making a lot of grammatical errors, even though
Yeah.
I know what are the mistakes I am making. But
Yes.
still, I'm just repeating those mistakes. I'm not getting rid of these problem. I don't know what's the solution. And people commenting me that, ma'am, you make this mistake and that mistake. So I sometimes feel like, oh my God, it's been long time. Why am I not learning? Like
No,
it
you
is really difficult.
no, it is not difficult. See, if you just want to be grammatically perfect, be sure you don't be in rush, right? Because when we know the answer, I ask you a question and you know the answer. So what will you do is you will answer in rush because you know the answer, right? This is where we lack. So you need to maintain a pace. You need to be careful about your pace, about your speed when you speak. Then you will be aware because you know no you I think you shared you know the grammatical rules, is it?
Yes.
Then
Yes,
the
I
only
know.
problem is you need to work on your space. You need to work on your pace. If you speak
Yes.
in a proper pace, you'll not be able to do that. You got it?
Yeah, I absolutely
Yes.
agree with you. Whenever, even I have noticed this thing that when I speak slowly, I make less grammatical errors, but I don't know why. When I'm like very much excited to answer something, then only I
Exactly.
make mistake. This is absolutely true. I can relate
This
with it.
happens.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, this happens with
Second
everyone.
problem, which is very common, and especially if I talk about India, Indian people have this problem of pronunciation.
Exactly.
I would like to tell you something. Like I have been on YouTube from very long now, so I generally what I do, I create conversational videos and upload them on my channel. I have seen many people come talking to me. They are very much good with their grammar, their English, but ultimately they are not sound good. I don't know. They're not sound attractive. Like people don't want to listen them just because of their pronunciation. So that's the main problem. What should we do?
Exactly. See, when we talk about pronunciation, there is first point we said tone, right? When we talk about tone, when you speak and you have somehow a typical tone, I will not be able to listen to you because I'll lose my interest, right? Tone plays an important role. For example, you are asking me something and my tone is, yes, I wanted to go there. This is tone. This is not the problem. This is my tone. I am answering this way because I have been speaking my native that way, right? So first point to improve our pronunciation, we need to go through our tone. If we are able to have some control on that, on our voice, on our pitch, it will be amazing. Second problem is the word itself. You know, if you maybe you have Hindi background, right? So I hope maybe you have some problem speaking the word shall or sir. I'm not talking about you, but there are so many people they don't
Yes.
have, yeah, they don't have letters in their native. That's why they stuck when it comes to English. For example, when it comes to my name is Liza, and people pronounce it Liza because they don't have za, the word za,
The,
they don't have it, right? So now when we learn English through our Hindi phonetics, we lack. Again, we're not able to pronounce the word correctly. So to learn English, we need to go through English phonetics. This will help you a lot, right? So now
mm,
you don't know anything about phonetics, you can again go through YouTube. There are so many videos available for English phonetics. You can have control on that. Apart from that, again, the common suggestion is commonly mispronounced words. See, if you don't have time, now you don't want to go through phonetics. Now, again, there are commonly mispronounced words that everyone mispronounces. So go through
yes.
this one and you'll be able to. Yeah, for example, we have the word like comfortable. Huh? People pronounce it comfortable. They say, I am not comfortable. Now, this is the most common, pronunciation problem, right? So now they need to know how to pronounce it. Now it becomes comfortable, 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 comfortable. They will listen to you, they'll avoid, right? So if you don't want to go through rules, however, rules are available. If you have time, you can go through rules. We have rules in that. But if you just don't want to go through rules, you don't have time, you want to have a quick shot, you can go through 20 commonly mispronounced words. You can learn it that way. But if you want to run in a D, you just need to go through English phonetics. You got it?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. Understand.
exactly.
Yeah. One
Do
more
you
problem
face
is
some,
yes, yes.
I was
No,
saying, do you face some problems pronouncing any common word?
no, I don't. face any kind of problem while pronouncing any word. I have only like grammatical issue. While I speak, I make grammatical mistakes, especially when I'm talking about my past. If you ask me anything about my past, and if I'm going to narrate that story, I'm 100% going to make mistake.
It
That's a pretty
happens.
big problem.
You
It
don't
happens with
need to
me a
worry
lot of.
about that.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, it happens with everyone. Even it happens with experts as well, right?
Mm.
So even you would not believe, I have seen so many people with me when they speak, they are English tutors. Literally, you would not believe me. When they speak, it happens because we are not native speakers. So you cannot expect me to be grammatically correct, right? Obviously, I
Yeah.
have to be. Maybe I am a tutor, and obviously, if I am teaching you, I have to be grammatically correct, but not 100%. So same goes
100%.
with you, right? Same
Yeah.
goes with you. Even if you narrate something, be sure you will not think about it. You say, okay, if you focus on the message, you'll be done. But if you focus on the grammatical portion, you will not be able to think. Then you'll say, I woke up. Then you think, woken?
Yes.
What is it? This happens with everyone. So the problem is you focus on the grammatical structure, which will never be possible. Then the common solution is focus on the message itself. जो मैं आपको पूछ रही हूँ, आपको मुझे उसी का जवाब देना है. मैसेज पर फोकस करें कि मुझे बोलना क्या है. ग्रामेटिकल तक का तो होता रहेगा. You got it?
Okay. That's great. Okay.
Yes.
And the last problem is, and that is also one of the major problem I've heard, and even I'm also facing that problem, that is poor vocabulary. How to increase like vocabulary. That is the main problem I feel.
Do you think, see, there are two words. First is you don't have even basic vocab, plus second is you have basic, you want to jump to the advanced one. So what is the problem? Do you think we need to talk about the poor vocabs or the one who even doesn't know the basic vocab?
Like people know basic vocab because basic vocab is just around us. We are watching TV shows, YouTube, we are like watching a lot of vlogs in English. We understood. But when it comes to speaking, we don't
Hmm,
get good words while speaking. We know, even sometimes we know those words, but at the time of making conversation, we don't realize, okay, I should use this or that. So that is the,
exactly.
I think, very big issue, even with me also.
Yes, this is exactly. And I have observed so many people facing the same problem. This is with everyone. So now, if you want to work on your vocab, the solution is go through synonyms of the words you have already used. There is a
Mm.
word like, for example, there is a word like, say, for example, confuse, right? And you know it very well. And you have been using this word for so long. Now you are in need to use an advanced word, but you have the word confuse, so you can go with the synonym of the same words. Well, the synonym will not be 100%. You got it. But at least you need to try. You need to go through the synonyms of the same words you have used before. Once done with the synonyms, then you need to change the category. You need to go through the different category. For example, I am happy now, and I have a word happy. Now I want to be advanced, then I'll have different words, right? Any word is attractive. Then I have used attractive, I want to go through different word and it will be obviously eye-catching, something like that. So that means we will learn words, new words, and advanced words when we have simple words. So we need to choose the simple words and we need to go through the synonyms of the words we have been using for same long, right? This will help you a lot. Plus, if you don't even have basic words, you are at your beginning level where you don't even know confuse, you don't even know a simple word. Then for
Yes.
you, you need to categorize the words. You need to categorize your words accordingly. Today, I'll categorize my word maybe for happiness, right? The category is happiness, and I will learn words according to happiness. Then I'll learn my words. Then tomorrow I will categorize it into sadness. Then I will categorize it into maybe depression, whatever is important to you, because you are a lawyer. So you will categorize it into the same field. So this way you will be able to have some holds on your vocabs as well. You got it?
Right, 100%. I will
You're
try
so
this soon.
serious.
No, I'm just listening to you because it is really required because I'm speaking very basic English and I really want to reach an advanced level. But for that, I
Yes.
need to improve my vocabulary. I need to make my sentence like in a good or proper manner. So
Yes.
I'm passionate to work on that and I'll apply this in my real life. And
Yes.
yes, let's talk about ENGVARTA, like how it works. I have never used this application. First of all, I have been
Mm.
using 3 or 4 applications from like the day I have started learning
Yes.
Clapping Go, English and there are many applications I have used, but I have never
Hmm.
used personally ENGVARTA. So you can tell me?
Uh, okay, so you have never used it. Maybe you have heard about it, is it?
Yes.
Okay, so ENGVARTA focuses on calls, audio calls, and the reason behind that is obviously your privacy. Because maybe you are a lawyer, you just don't want to reveal your face, you don't want to reveal your name, your gender, your identity.
Identity.
Am I audible?
Yes.
So then you talk to a person who is completely unknown to you, right? For example, you don't know me, I don't know you. I give you my nickname, you give me your nickname, and then we communicate. You'll not judge me, I'll not judge you. And this goes for 15 minutes. You got it? So I will not force you to give me your personal details. For example, I'll not force you, okay, tell me something about yourself. So this is not the rule on Invarta. The rule is if you are willing to share something from your side, I will listen to you, but I will not ask you. Now, I'll not force you to go into your personal detail. Let me know something about you. Let me know something about your occupation. Let me know something about this in detail that you don't want to share, right? That's why we have nicknames on Invarta. I have a nickname, you have your nickname, and then you will call me by the name, right? And then we'll share any topic. It may be anything we'll discuss. Then before the call ends, we share our feedback with you or with anyone else. So this is how they learn. Plus, they'll receive an assignment every day. So they are supposed to complete the assignment before the call starts. So this is all about Ingvarta.
Okay. If I'm not wrong, it's a paid application, right?
Complete. It's completely paid, obviously.
Okay. If you don't mind, I want to tell you one thing that there are so many free applications available for the same purpose, which solve the same purpose. Like you can make audio call. For example, I have used Ace Fluency at the beginning of my learning. I used to communicate 25 minutes with other co-learners. That is absolutely free. There was no such membership or anything I need to buy.
Co-learners or experts?
Not experts, co-learners only.
Okay, okay,
That is the
all
only
right.
difference, actually. That is the only
Yes,
difference because
this
I
is
think
the
in what
difference.
you are getting with communication with the tutors only.
Yes, we have to. For example, if you join us, you have to communicate with us. You have to communicate with tutors. So they will not waste your time. For example, you have some grammatical problems, and the next co-learner, maybe he's having the same grammatical. So how will you be able to work on that? So that's why we will connect you with a tutor. You need to talk to the tutor. That's why it's paid,
That's true.
right?
At some point of time, we need assistance actually because I have used it for a few months and then I take subscription to talk to the expert tutor so that I can correct myself. That is
Exactly.
absolutely true. Okay, so only
Yes.
audio calls are available there, no video call.
Only, yes, maybe after so many months, maybe video sessions will be again available. But then again, it depends on the student. If they are not comfortable with that, so obviously it will not be. Because Ingvarta is obviously known for its privacy, isn't it? It's so private. Everything is confidential there. Even I am not able to share my name with you. See, now even if you ask me, even if I'm comfortable, I will not share it. You want to know me personally, you would say where in Kashmir, where in there, where, your contact, my Gmail, my this, wagera, wagera. This is not possible there.
Okay, one last question. That is like, are you a native speaker?
No, I am not.
I
I have been
don't know
teaching.
why. I can feel it from your accent. Seriously.
Oh my God, there is a long story behind that. I have been teaching English for so long, and that too, they were from different countries like Pakistan or this or that. Then obviously having an Indian accent, it becomes a problem. So you need to choose something everyone understands, right? Obviously, that's why.
Right.
Yeah, I've
Amazing.
chosen
Your
this.
accent is amazing. I love it.
Thank you so much. And you are so great because it's our first time, and the way you made me comfortable here, and you are comfortable, obviously. It is really amazing.
And that becomes my profession now because I am a YouTuber. I have to communicate with so many people on daily basis, and they all feel very much comfortable while talking to me. Yeah,
Yes, yes, exactly. And I felt it. I
and
really feel.
that is the foremost requirement when you're going to have communication. What is the meaning of communication? That make the other
Yes,
person comfortable and exchange your idea which you really want
yes,
to convey. So that can be
exactly.
only happen when you're comfortable. Otherwise, it's
Hmm.
not possible.
Yeah, so what else do you do? I mean, maybe if you're working and then you have your YouTube channel, then when do you work on yourself if you wanted to learn something?
I usually did not get time to spend on myself. I practice only through like other YouTuber friends when I'm having these kinds of conversations. This is the only practice for me. Right now, like I'm talking to you, it's a practice session for me. So daily I am going to have like one session. It's compulsory for
Uh-huh.
me to be in touch with the language. One
Exactly.
more thing happened with me when I am not in touch with this language for like 10 or 15 days. Um, Network issue, I think.
It's okay, I can hear you. Please
Okay.
go on.
So
Hmm.
if I'm not in touch with this language, I start like fumbling after like
Hmm.
15 days or 20 days. So it's the huge
Yes.
problem with me. So I need to be touched
Consistency.
with this until I get
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah.
Yes, consistency is again required. You will lose your hand if you're not consistent. So you try to be consistent this way, right? You have sessions with
Yes.
different tutors.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
amazing, and you are doing a great job, I must say. Because
Thank you.
obviously handling so many things together, your work and obviously you have your family, then you attend your sessions with someone. This is not an easy task, and you do it. I appreciate you for that.
Thank
I
you. Yes, I'm
completely.
doing it. And right after the session, I have to attend hearings. I think 3 hearings are pending with.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Karishma, for your time. It was really amazing, and I felt you there. Thank you so much for the wonderful discussion.
Same here, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank
much. I've
you.
learned a lot from you.
Thank
Bye
you so
bye.
much. Bye. Take care.